NXT Takeover New Orleans from 2018 was a monumental event in the world of professional wrestling. It was held on April 7th, 2018 at the Smoothie King Center, and it was part of WrestleMania weekend, which is a time when wrestling fans from around the globe will converge to celebrate their shared passion. The event showcased some of the best talent that NXT has to offer, with a card stacked full of exhilarating matches that left the audience buzzing. The atmosphere was electric as fans filled the arena, eager to witness wrestling magic. The anticipation was palpable. The crowd were excited for the thrilling action that was promised on the night's card. As an avid wrestling fan myself, I was particularly keen to see how this event would unfold and whether it would live up to the hype surrounding it. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and here is our review of NXT Takeover New Orleans. Welcome to the club. The match card for Takeover New Orleans was a testament to the depth of talent within NXT. The event featured just 5 matches, each of which had its own unique story and stakes. From championship bouts to deeply personal rivalries, the card promised a night of diverse and high-stakes entertainment. The first match of the night was the NXT North American Championship ladder match. This match featured Adam Cole, Bebe, Ethan Carter III, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, a debuting Ricochet and the Velveteen Dream, all battling it out in a chaotic and highly spectacle for the inaugural NXT Championship. The next match on the night was the NXT Women's Championship match as Ember Moon defended her title against Shayna Baszler, which continued their fierce rivalry with the championship hanging in the balance. The next match was the undisputed era of Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. Sadly, Bobby Fish had got injured and how Adam Cole stepped in, and there would be a wonderful swerve in this match that we'll get to in just a little bit. And they faced off against the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne in a hard-hitting triple threat match. Next up was the NXT Championship match where Andrade Cien Almas, with Zelina Vega in his corner, defended his title against Aleister Black in a clash of styles and wills. And then, main eventing, was the unsanctioned match of one of the most heated rivalries culminated or began in an unsanctioned match between Johnny Wrestling and Tommaso Ciampa, which was a personal grudge match that promised to be brutal and emotional. Each of these matches brought something unique to the table, which crafted a night filled with memorable moments. Among the incredible matches that night, a few stood out for their storytelling, athleticism, and sheer entertainment value. The North American Championship ladder match was a perfect opener, which set the tone for the rest of the evening with its high-octane action. The 6 competitors put on a display of bravery and skill that had the audience on the edge of their seats, as Adam Cole eventually climbed the ladder and pulled down the title to become the first ever North American champion. The unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa was another highlight. This match was not just about wrestling. It was the beginning of a deeply personal feud they'd been building for months, and was massively helped by a shocking injury to Ciampa. The storytelling here was impeccable, and the match delivered on every front, combining emotional depth with physical intensity. And then we had the NXT Championship match between Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black, which was a masterclass in wrestling. Both competitors brought their A game, and they needed to stand out on this card. The match was a brilliant display of in-ring psychology and athletic prowess. Aleister Black captured the title, and this was a fitting conclusion to this epic encounter, as it cemented Aleister Black's place as a top star in NXT. Several performers stood out on this night, each bringing something special to the event. Adam Cole competed in 2 matches which demonstrated his incredible stamina and versatility. His performance in the ladder match was particularly noteworthy as it showcased his ability to adapt and excel in chaotic environments. Next up is Shayna Baszler's victory over Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship, which was a statement win. Her dominant presence and submission expertise have made her a formidable force in the women's division, at least in NXT. Baszler's win not only solidified her status as a top competitor, but also hinted at her potential to become a cornerstone of women's wrestling in NXT. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, though, were undeniably the heart and soul of the event. Their match was a testament to their chemistry and storytelling ability. Gargano's victory was a triumphant moment that resonated with fans, reaffirming his role as the ultimate underdog hero in NXT. The outcomes of the matches at NXT Takeover New Orleans had significant implications for the storylines moving forward. The introduction of the NXT North American Championship added a new layer of competition to the brand, which gave mid-card talent an opportunity to shine and elevate their status. Shayna Baszler's win marked a new era in the women's division, as it set the stage for fresh rivalries and challenges, and kind of different styles to see. Her reign promised to bring a unique blend of intensity and technical prowess and reshape the landscape of women's wrestling in NXT. You've then got the tag team match where Roderick Strong shockingly turned heel and joined the Undisputed Era, setting up a new faction there. You've then got Aleister Black winning the title, which we've already discussed, and then the unsanctioned match, which served as a cathartic end to the Gargano Ciampa saga. Or it would have done had they not had two more matches, both of which are brilliant. However, Gargano's victory not only provided an incredible moment, but it also opened the door for new possibilities, both for himself as a title contender and for Ciampa as a villainous figure in NXT. The fans' reactions and audience experience at NXT Takeover New Orleans were overwhelmingly positive. The energy in the Smoothie King Center was electric, with fans passionately cheering for their favourites and creating an atmosphere that enhanced the event's excitement. Social media was abuzz with praise for the matches and performers, highlighting the event's success in engaging and entertaining the audience. The unsanctioned match in particular elicited strong emotional responses from fans. The personal nature of the rivalry between Gargano and Ciampa resonated deeply, which resulted in loud chants and genuine investment in the outcome. The crowd's reactions added an extra layer of drama to an already quite intense match. Overall, the audience's enthusiasm, as is often the case in NXT, were a testament to the quality of the event. NXT has always prided itself on connecting with its fanbase, and Takeover New Orleans was a prime example of how successful that connection can be. When you compare NXT Takeover New Orleans with previous Takeover events, it becomes evident that this event raised the bar in several areas. The quality of the matches, the storytelling, and the overall production were on par with, if not superior to, basically every previous Takeover. The only one I can particularly have an argument with you about is Takeover Dallas. The introduction of the North American Championship added an extra layer of excitement, which reflected NXT's commitment to evolving and expanding its brand. The unsanctioned match between Gargano and Ciampa was a standout moment, which was comparable to some of the most memorable matches in NXT history. The emotional depth and storytelling rivaled classic encounters such as Sami Zayn vs Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn vs Neville. Both Sami Zayn matches, it turns out he's a very good wrestler. Bayley vs Sasha Banks, and it cemented its place in the pantheon of great NXT matches. In terms of audience engagement, as we've mentioned Takeover New Orleans matched it, if not exceeded the fever seen at previous events. The combination of a compelling match card and a passionate fanbase resulted in an unforgettable night that will be remembered for years to come. It kind of felt a bit different because the previous takeovers, NXT was still sort of just seen as the developmental brand, kind of the best kept secret in wrestling, but by 2018, everyone knew about how great it was, so everyone was just excited to go and watch the wrestling show, and then have to suffer through Mania the next night. Reflecting on the takeover though, there are several key takeaways that can be applied to future NXT events. First and foremost, storytelling remains a crucial element in the success of wrestling events. The personal rivalries and well-developed narratives were instrumental in engaging the audience and elevating the overall experience. The introduction of the new titles, such as the North American Championship, added depth and variety to the brand, but provided more opportunities for talent to showcase their skills. This approach not only kept the product fresh, but also encouraged competition and growth within the roster. Finally, maintaining a strong connection with the fanbase is absolutely essential. Takeover New Orleans demonstrated the importance of listening to and engaging with your fans. By delivering a product that resonates with the audience, NXT can continue to thrive and set the standard for professional wrestling events. As we look back on Takeover New Orleans, it's clear that this event was a resounding success. The combination of the thrilling matches, the compelling storytelling, and an electric atmosphere made it a night to remember. For fans of professional wrestling, events like these are a reminder of why we fell in love with the sport in the first place. If you've enjoyed this review and want to stay up to date on future events and reviews, make sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button. If you're new around here, click the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this. Don't miss out on the latest of greatest things we have here at Honor Wrestling Club. That's all for now, so to thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Welcome to the club.